Okay, we should be live. See everything popping up on the screen. Got chat off to the side. Oh, we're not live on Twitch yet, but we should be in just a moment. Happy Sunday, everyone. Everyone that is watching today or watching on replay. Hope you're doing well. Let's just jump into it. We're going to do some glitch farming on Baal. If you don't know what glitch farming is, it's where you don't get the quest on the boss. So you can do that with Mephisto. You used to be able to do it with Andariel, but they kind of took that bug out, so I'm not sure if that really works anymore. But at least you can do it with Mephisto, you can do it with Diablo, and you can do it with Baal. And I was just thinking, I don't think I know anyone that's ever tried to quest drop Duriel just because he's never worth it for drops, right? When you kill Duriel, he usually drops some scrolls, maybe some potions, sometimes some magic items, but historically you just don't get good drops off Duriel. So, I'm playing my Fire Sorceress here. Did just grab some bow. We got Clay Golem, got our Merc. Using a pretty basic setup right now, but at least when I was doing Hell CS, because I was glitch farming Diablo, this was working just fine. I did accidentally get the quest on Diablo, but it didn't ruin the character entirely, because this was meant to be my glitcher. I can still glitch drop Baal. Now, if I accidentally kill Baal, then I may as well start doing terror zones with this character or something else. But just showing my gear real quick. Got an insight on the Merc, which this one rolled pretty well. It took a while for me to get this one. I threw the runes in on this one and got it. I had re-rolled another one and it just wasn't turning out that good, so I'm really happy with this. Got Bulwark for the helm, and then we got Leviathan for his armor. And just showing my setup real quick. I got the Wizard Spike for the resistances and cast rate because I got a Fire Sunder Charm. The Jewel is for a little bit of extra fire res, which I don't need it now because my gear started to get better, but it's still there. Say if I get lower res, it's not bad. Flickering Flame, using Stone for the Clay Golem, it does help. The Amulet, it's not too hateful. 1 to Sorc, Rep Life 4, All Res 19, a little bit of strength and damage reduction. Spirit Monarch, Alder's Boots for the Run, Walk, Life, and Fire res. I'm using the Nature's Piece. I'm glad I actually just looked at that. Because if I were to use another cast rate ring, I wouldn't go past that breakpoint. So it lets us use Oak Sage. Nice to have that extra life. Speaking of, that's what's nice about Verdungos too. Get all that vitality, that rep life, some hit recovery, and damage reduction. I love this belt. Cast rate ring and Mage Fist, perfect for a Fire Sorc. So we're going to go ahead and see how we do. I got to get my buttons in check here. I was playing my Warlock recently, so got to get used to my hotkeys again. I am playing a seasonal character on hardcore. My live streams, I'm pretty much getting a new following started here. I'm seeing some new folks pop in from the last stream. I like seeing that. Whoa, we got Fana here. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I'm really not used to taking this horse down to Baal. I'm used to CS with her. And then I do want to verify better now as we do these runs to make sure I don't have quest. Because if I do, I need to make a new game. Which if you want to make a character that can get the glitch drops off bosses like this, I got Amp. See, we can't get quests. That's a good thing. Makes the drops a little bit better. You can always join a public game if you're playing online. If someone's completed Baal, just don't let yourself get quests and you can kill Baal in the games that you can't get the quest in for better drops. But I don't think you can do it offline, just because you don't have that other character that can make the game where the session's already completed. Got a few souls in here. I'm going to try to kind of stay behind the pillars to snipe him out. Hopefully I do okay. I think we'll do okay. I think meteors are going to help here. Crod, significant. What's up, dude? Am I only doing Diablo content now? No, I'm going to do Mortal Kombat as well. Originally, I was going to do both on this channel. But the more I looked into it, I didn't realize how bad of an idea that was. Like, doing two separate genres on one channel can wreck your channel, and I had no idea. So I really was going to do both in one. So I preserved the Scotty Combat name. I did have a live stream channel. I went ahead and just turned that over to Scotty Combat. And as we get more content with Mortal Kombat, I'll cover Mortal Kombat over there. So unfortunately, I am going to have 2 channels. One for Mortal Kombat, one for Diablo. But no, I'm not done with Mortal Kombat. I'm just waiting for more. You know, I'm happy to see we got crossplay. Have you played that yet? Or has anybody in here played crossplay yet since it came out for Legacy Collection? I was going to play some matches last night. Ooh, no, don't want to lose my Mercenary or my Golem. Hopefully the next game for Mortal Kombat will be Mortal Kombat. I'm seeing some people saying it's going to be Injustice 3. And if that's the case, you know, I'm sure I'll still be on Diablo if that's the case. During the day and some evenings I'm playing Diablo 2, and then like this evening I'll be playing Diablo 4 with my daughter. She really enjoys it. I'm enjoying the new campaign. I'd like to do a review on it too. This isn't too hateful. My damage could definitely be better. I don't have a torch on this Sorc. Actually, I don't have a torch on any character yet. I think I could trade for one. I just haven't really taken the time to. So my fireballs are doing about 8k damage. Meteors are 17 to 18. Yet to play crossplay. Crod, not much. How's everything with you? My B-Day. Oh, dude, happy belated birthday. Did you go out and do anything, or you planning on jumping out there? Sometimes I wait till the weekend when my birthday hits. Gotta treat yourself. Even if no one else does, you gotta treat yourself. These dudes are tanky. I did see some screenshots of crossplay. You know, you can see what console they're on. I think if you're on the Steam version, you can see the other consoles. But if you're on console, you can only see if they're crossplay and not what console they're on, unless it's the same one. Okay, so we took down his minions. That honestly wasn't bad. Double checking, I need to make that a habit because I messed up on Diablo and accidentally killed him for quest. I can't get it for quest here, that's good. Let's go ahead and see what drops we get. Okay, I got him static down as much as I can, so we'll just drop meteors and throw some fireballs. Go toe to toe. Definitely could be better. We'll switch it up here too, because it's not like I'm really using magic finding gear when I'm killing him, but these drops are still better, in my opinion, off quest glitch drops than usually with a little bit of magic find. I mean, sometimes I just get a few blues off of them. Without having magic find gear on, I'm at 60%. That's just from like a low Gheeds and whatever else is being added to it from my gear. I always thought this was a pretty neat low-level Bardache. Like, if you just get into Act 2 and you find this is killer for an Act 2 mercenary. Strangely enough, I just found one on my last Magic Find set. It was ethereal, and I kind of wanted to keep it, but it's like, that's such a small window to have this on an Act 2 mercenary. But it's still kind of cool. It's one of those rare, unique items in the game that has a cursed stat. You really don't see that much where it takes away from your stats. So it has -8 defense. That was more common in Diablo 1. So let's try it again. Got Baal killed. Make a new game on the Barb so we don't get the quest. Yo, Charlie, what's up, man? Went out to eat with the family. Hell yeah, Olive Garden. Olive Garden's pretty good. The dressing and the croutons, I get that for even at home. That's good stuff, man. Oh, and you got breakfast? Hell yeah, dude. And happy belated birthday again. That's awesome. When did I change my YouTube name? I'd say it's been about a month. I'd say it's been about a month now. I wanted to make it more personal to my name instead of just sticking it to one game, which I don't think I'll go any further than Diablo and Mortal Kombat. That's just too much. Diablo's always been in my favorites. I didn't think Diablo 2 would ever get like new content, and even if it stops here, which I don't think it will, I'd be happy with that. I've been playing this game for decades. Since Diablo 1 started, Diablo and Mortal Kombat's always been my favorite. Really enjoy Resident Evil as well, but I don't want to spread myself thin, you know? So Diablo and Mortal Kombat's perfect. Okay. Let's double check, make sure. Can't get quest. That's good. I did forget to throw out the clay golem and sage. There we go. Now they don't have bow, but that's okay. Let's give it a shot. Got souls. If you zip past them fast enough, it's usually not an issue. You want to make sure you have good cast rate, right? Is it a hard left? Yeah. Oh, that was that's a funky one, but kind of an easy one. No, so I'm not done with Mortal Kombat, but it is going to be on my Scotty Combat channel. So the channel's up, it's just separate. I was going to try to do both on this channel. I didn't realize that's a really bad idea. Because I've seen other creators do multiple games on one channel, but if you split your genre, it can screw up your algorithm, and I was like, okay, well, I probably should have did a little more research before trying to throw another game in here. I just got excited when I did. So, like I was just sharing a few minutes ago, I'm waiting until we get some more Mortal Kombat content. I feel like it's pretty dead right now. Aside from the crossplay update, I haven't got to try that yet. I'm hoping it's good. We got dolls down here, so I'm going to try to be careful. In fact, we'll just do meteors, so I'm not throwing fireballs and one of them run right up to me. Here, we'll let my Merc and Golem get in there and... Need to go to Chili's and try their mozzarella sticks that everyone talks about. I didn't know they had good mozzarella sticks. I don't think I've ever tried Chili's mozzarella sticks, but... Dude, I love some cheese sticks, so I'm going to have to try it. Chicken Parmesan's good, too. You're naming all the good ones, man. Caesar salad. That's the dressing I get with my salads. Crouton, Caesar salad. Man, I already lost my Golem and Sage. We did have dolls, though. We'll bring them back. Let's clear these guys real quick. You know, my mercenary honestly isn't doing that bad. He didn't croak last game. Just testing the waters here. I'd say it's going pretty well so far. Don't want those hydras killing them. Thanks. Thanks. Need to pop one myself. Got a little bit of Diablo lo-fi going. I'm going to turn it up a little bit more so you guys can hear it too. Let me wipe out this mob. Anybody playing Diablo 4? Wait, I don't want to risk it yet. Just in case, you know, if I struggle to get back to this window and, yeah, I got the minions of destruction all over me. We'll clear them and then I'll turn the music up a little bit. These guys, I mean, I never count on Baal's minions, any of them, to give me good drops. Sometimes you get lucky and they'll drop something, or you might get a decent rune, but their drop rates are really low for uniques. They're not like your regular super uniques. Okay, let's pull the music up here real quick. Man, you're making me want to get some mozzarella sticks. There we go. If that's too loud, let me know. Big and rectangle. Yeah, I've seen some funky looking, like, yeah, where it looks like the ones I'm thinking of are about the half of the size of my hand. You get like a giant mozzarella stick. Now, not from Chili's, but like from the store. I've seen them like that. Sauce coated in it, and it stretches out a lot of cheese when you bite into it. Dude, that sounds so good. I need some mozzarella sticks. I don't want to skip up the jewel here. Let's see. I'm going to grill out here this evening when I pick up my daughter. I'm going to grill out and then continue the campaign on Diablo IV. I'm excited, man. I really didn't play much of Diablo IV through Vessel of Hatred. I pretty much didn't touch it. And jumping back into it, I'm like, okay, for both of us to jump into this, she's enjoying it. I think it's better than what I expected so far. I don't want to give any spoilers for those that do want to play it. Yo. Taking out my golem. My sage. I don't think they're going to last long anyway. But still. I forgot my golem. That oak sage dies in one shot. Okay, I don't need to try to pull him back out. Hey, that golem's still alive. I mean, he can take a hit at least, unlike the oak sage. The nice thing is he slows down everything he hits. Okay. Again, virtually, I don't want to say no magic find. I only have on what my gear's giving me as bonus. I'm not wearing my MF gear. This is mostly from quest drops. So, this looks a lot better than what I'm used to seeing off Baal. Let me get it. Lycander's Aim. This used to be really good back when Bosons were, and I wish they were still, but they were more like A tier, S tier choices, especially in PvP. Guided arrow would just continuously go through enemies. But seeing items like this, Lycander's, Kuko, Buriza, yo, I hear that. I appreciate that. I kind of want to keep this, but Eric, that wasn't you, was it? I heard that noise. I'm still adjusting my my alerts. I could have swore I had it, but let's check this helm real quick. I really like Druid helms. Oh, so it's green. It's nice when it comes with a cool color. +2. Oh, Wacky. What's up, dude? I appreciate you, brother. I am, man. I'm doing really well. It's a good and chill Sunday. Gaming out. How you been, man? Do you play any crossplay on Legacy Collection, or are you playing any Diablo IV? I am doing well, man. I appreciate you popping in. I wish this had more resistances. I just really like the look of it. But I'm happy with how that run went, even though it wasn't anything like really nice. Just seeing at least some drops, you know. We'll sell some of it. We'll jump into the next game. I'm still trying to find an SOJ. I found a perfect Raven in my cow runs, and I was just so set on hoping it was an SOJ. I didn't realize it was a perfect Raven. And I was like, ah, man, it's not an SOJ. I still have it. You know, I didn't pitch it, but someone else had pointed that out to me, like, dude finds a perfect Raven and goes, meh. I was like, I didn't realize it was perfect. I was too caught up in hoping it was an SOJ. So I'm glad that was pointed out. Let's get our clay golem, oak sage. Get a little bit of bow. Let's try Baal again. Did I sell that staff? I did. Okay. Good to hear. Been going through a lot in life and messed up my hand at work, so been playing with a wrapped up hand. Oh man. But it's doing better and getting back full swing into Rips Arena. Landed in 68th with my hand. No way, dude. Do people persevere? That's amazing. My hand wrapped up and hoping to do better this time around. Glad to see you're doing good and playing this sick game. Love it. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, if you ever play, we have to play together. I know how good your skill is in Mortal Kombat. I know you playing this as well. Dude, that'd be so amazing. Congratulations on getting 68th, man, with a wounded hand. Next time you do rips, can you let me know? Be cool to put on in the Discord and just watch. Now, normally when I magic find on the Warlock, I love these guys down here, and for experience, because there's so many of them. Soul Killers are really nice. I don't think they have like a really limited pool like the Ghosts, but for some reason I still find more runes off of them. Now, for those that don't know, armors like this, like your Gothic plates and your splint mails, these will slow down your run walk speed. Both of these will slow it down by 10%. Now, if you're using like a ring mail, or like your mails, those are only 5% penalty. These are 10. Oh, man. Justin, if you weren't able to hear me say that, I'm going to drop this in chat for you real quick. Just in case you didn't, like, if any of that didn't make it, I dropped it in chat for you. I'm working on throwing some transitions up here on the stream, too. We got some classics.
Fresh meat.
Got the Butcher from Diablo 1. I didn't want to throw too much up on the stream itself. Like, let me pull this up here. You can see the chat over here. Just got a little campfire above it. But just to keep it less clutter. Hell yeah, man. I look forward to it. If you can hear me, what character were you playing in Rips Arena? Oh, you're good, dude. You're good. That's okay. Just in case you can't hear me, it's always good to see you, man. I dropped that in the chat. Okay, this time the throne room's a lot better. I think the first time we had souls, and then the second time we had dolls. I think we were due for a easier throne room. Sometimes you get both. Oh, got one that snuck in. Get these meteors up here. I did put a point into Frost Nova. That was earlier on. I think it's nice for AoE to slow things down, but really now that my mercenary's more tanky with Holy Freeze, I'm like, I kind of want to restat and take that point out. But in case he croaks, it's still nice just to drop it real quick and slow things down. I see some people not use frozen armor, or any of the armors. I really like it for the extra defense and at least slowing a monster down if they hit you. Hey, much love, man. Thanks so much for popping in. Yeah, if I can beat my mercenary to it, I'll drop a Frost Nova. Seeing some awesome names in here today, man. It's a reset. It really is like a, not a full reset, but like a soft reset. Streaming Diablo instead of Mortal Kombat. I'm excited for it though. It's cool that those of you that do enjoy Diablo pop in here as well, or if you're interested in it. And then those of you that are new, thank you so much for stopping in here, really. It means a lot. Because I don't see Diablo going anywhere. I mean that as far as content and the game itself. Hey, you didn't need life this time, which surprises me because that was the last pack. Yeah, we'll hold on to it. Let's go nuke him down. I checked last moment just to make sure. Oh, hey, alright. So that's probably a Gheed's, right? We know it's not a Sunder Charm. I already have a no. My perfect Gheed's is on my Warlock, so this might be an upgrade, actually. Let me just go ahead and drop it down there and see what we got. I have a 25%, which isn't all that great, honestly. Okay, let's see what we got. 35. Awesome, dude. We got an upgrade. 82% gold. Let's see this one. 127. So the gold's not as good, but the 10 MF definitely overrides it. Let's go ahead and stash the other one real quick. I think it's always nice finding a Gheed's Fortune. I'm trying to think what to throw out here to make room for it. Like some of these low-level sets, I'm like, oh, that'd be nice, you know, while I'm leveling up a character to use the full set, because I do have the full set now, but it's like, am I really going to use it, you know? Or this troll nest. Well, I don't know. The diamond mail, yeah, we'll pitch that. Anyone that's hardcore and playing ladder that would like a Gheed's Charm, let me know. I need to start sharing that more because a lot of these drops I'm just going to give out for free. You know, extra Shaco, whatever pops that I really don't need. If you're watching and you play hardcore ladder, let me know. Alright, 4th run. You know, see, just going 3 runs in with low magic find and already getting a Gheed's Charm, I'm good with that, you know. Terror zones are definitely the way to go for farming, you know, for experience and having the chance to find good things. I still think TZ is the best way to go, but if you still enjoy target farming and you just want to chill and kill a boss for a while, I think glitch drops are still worth it. May even get gear faster. I should probably take her to Catacombs. I would have preferred her staying in the Chaos Sanctuary for Diablo's drops. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's a good thing I accidentally went into Act 5. Alright, we got souls. come on. Oh, it was... Man, I hate when that happens. Look at that. I went all the way around full circle. It was right here the whole time. So that really would have been a nice map, you know, for single player, but... I know I'm not the only one that does that. Sometimes you'll cruise around the whole entire map and it was right next to where you were the whole time. Especially in the Rocky Waste. Ooh, no, 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 dolls. And we got Amp. Hang on a minute. I'm not going to risk it with Amp. I mean, I'm still going to do it, but I'm going to wipe it off real quick. Take our time. Yeah, killing one did that much. And we got souls. This is a nasty room. I was thinking, like, maybe I should just throw my mercenary forward. I'm so used to playing my warlock being able to throw my demon forward. Okay. That wasn't too bad. That could have been worse, though. See how this jewel turns out. Not good. Replenish life 1. And it's got a high level requirement too. Should have started, forgot to drop my meteors first. That's okay. Get those rejuvenation potions back up. I realize I'm using most of them for the poison. Honestly, though, this is going a lot better than I expected. Because it can take a while for me to... It's not too long, but it takes some time to clear some of the demons in CS with the Fire Sorc. Even with the Sunder Charm and Nightwing. Or not Nightwing, Flickering Flame. Here we go, get him stuck around that rock a little bit. Go ahead and drop a few of these. Try and get them to cook a little bit. It's helping. Little damage over time. Now if we can walk them down in it. That helps. I'm really happy with that Gheed's drop. 35%. 5 off perfect. Puts us at 70%. Come on, Clay Golem. Honestly, I'm not kidding. I know it's a Clay Golem, but when he hits the monster, or the boss I should say, all of them get slowed down by 60%. See how he's moving slower? It helps. I should have checked that sooner, but I'm still good. No uniques this time. You know, if I throw a little magic find gear, maybe on the next run. Let's try 5 to 10 of these without the magic find gear and then see how it compares in another 5 to 10 runs. At the very least, this is good for gold. Having the bard make the next game. That's the biggest thing, is making sure I don't make the game. This is wild, though. You know, like, almost starting from scratch again. I do want to thank you guys so much for hanging out. And for those of you watching on replay, I really appreciate it. Almost ready. Let's get that oak sage out. Okay. These are the kind of dolls that I like to see. They're not technically dolls, but they remind me of them. The little flare guys. Not there it is. Oh, that was an easy clear. We just had one pack there for the room. Nah, there's still someone in here. I'm surprised Baal went into the next transition. These guys must have crawled up here. Hey, we got a level. So my fireball's maxed. That's what I prioritized. But I really like using the meteor too, right? So I'm just working on its energy now. It's like the last thing I gotta do. We'll put that point in just a moment. See if it makes a difference. 3%'s not a lot, but it definitely adds up. So when I drop the meteor, it's 17 to 18k. It's still 17 to 18k. So just a couple hundred fire damage. It all helps though. Trying to remember how to hotkey heal the mercenary. I tried shift and right click, but I still drank it. Oh no! I had my oak sage out. Oh, that's a good spot. Kind of break them up here. Let's go ahead and drop some meteors. The golem really helps too in spreading out the aggro. It's not too much on my mercenary, it's not too much on me. The golem's tanky enough. He can last for a little bit. The oak sage goes out pretty quick though. It's nice for less aggressive magic finding. Or I would say like farming Mephisto, where you can sit back. I've been thinking about doing some Countess runs too. Just making sure. Can't get quest here. I was gonna say that went that went by way too quick. There's no way that could have been the right one. If you look close enough, the name of Baal above the writing where it says demon, it's shifted just a little bit. There is a difference between the names of the clone and the original one. the clone, the letter B is pushed back just a little bit more. It's just by a hair, though. I'm actually picking up these daggers now because they could have stats on them. Sells for a little more for the Warlock now. I wish Kane was a little closer. Yo, Lord, what's up, man? It's right here. How you doing, man? Oh, no. Wait a minute. Were those charges? Oh, okay. Not the charges I wanted, though. How you doing, man? Got some extra Shakos here. If anyone needs one, let me know. Just in case we croak. Hopefully we don't. We'll put that in the shared stash. We're not going to croak. You watch I say that in the next game I get zapped. I feel like if it is going to be anything, on this sorceress it would be souls. Alright, let's get Clay Golem and Sage out. Then we'll see how much our bill is for the recharges. It shouldn't be much, though. Oh, thanks, man. Just chilling and playing Invincible Versus. Oh, dude, thank you. I gotta get the... My alerts aren't showing. I can hear it, but I can't see it show up. I'm not sure who just did that, but I appreciate it. Gonna take my truck for a drive pretty soon, and then I'll be back. Nice, man. It's starting to warm up over here. Is it pretty nice down there? Hopefully the weather's good for a good cruise. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you. I was just sharing a few minutes ago that it is like a soft reset doing these live streams, but I'm really enjoying it. It's, you know, I'm building a Diablo following now. And those of you that play Diablo and Mortal Kombat, even better. Okay, so we got all the yells we need. We got Oak Sage, we got our Clay Golem. For those just chiming in, just show it real quick. We are doing glitch Baal runs. That's where I can't get quest on Baal, so his drops are better. I'm not prioritizing Magic Find right now. I only have 70% based off what I'm using for my gear. I did find a Gheeds on our third run. This rolled a 35%. I was using a 25%, so that helped bump it up a little bit. Oh, it did cool down. Yeah, it was pretty cold here like a couple hours ago, and it's starting to pick up a little bit. Dude, are you playing Diablo IV? If you've completed the campaign, please don't spoil it for me. I'm picking my daughter up here in a little bit, and we're gonna continue it. We're really enjoying it too. I'm playing a Warlock, and she's playing a Spiritborn. Oh, that was nice. Quick way to throne. Got some souls. Just trying to juke around a little bit. A little amp damage, but that's alright. Yeah, I'm gonna jump in my truck when I go to pick her up. Gas is jumping up there a little bit. Hopefully it went down a little bit. Beat the original campaign, but haven't dived into Lord of Hatred or Vessel just yet. The nice thing is, if you didn't play Vessel of Hatred, it'll take you straight into the campaign of Lord of Hatred. And the nice thing is, I think they did it intentionally. It doesn't... They do like a recap. And I'll keep it spoiler free. But they'll show you some stuff that happened, even if you didn't play Vessel of Hatred, to kind of catch you up to speed. So it doesn't feel like... You're not confused like some games if you haven't played expansions, or... It connects nice. And you don't have to start from scratch if you make a new character, like from the very beginning, like vanilla Diablo 4. You're starting off at the beginning of Lord of Hatred. You get that recap on the story. This is pretty good. I like that. Just how my mercenary said. I was like, thanks. I'm enjoying it though, man. I really am. I'm playing on the PS5 with my daughter. We're playing on shared screen. And this will be the segue into it. I'll get her into Diablo 2 after this because she's having a blast on 4. And I'm hoping the end game will be really good. I really didn't care for the end game of Diablo 4 Vanilla. But I have a confident feeling it's going to be better now that they have more things in there. I'm also seeing the pit is a thing in Diablo 4. I think that was in Vessel of Hatred. There's more options for endgame. When I had played it, it was mostly Hell Tides. Like, I played right at launch. There really wasn't a whole lot. With more unique items and more variety, I think it's going to be a lot better. Because the feel of the game's nice. It's the itemization and what was available that jumped me off there pretty quick as far as endgame. I think it's an unfortunate trend that it seems like a lot of modern games come out early, give it some time, and it's like, after a year or so, it's like, oh, this is where it should have been on release. But hey, if it pulls through, that's what counts. Before we kill Baal in this next run, I'm going to swap over to Aki and Rhyme just to boost up our magic find and see if it makes a difference. Back in the day, they would say you actually want to lower your magic find whenever you glitch kill Diablo or any other boss that you were fighting that was glitched. I don't know if that's really the case now, but only one way to find out. If anybody else in here has done glitch drops on bosses, let me know how your experience is. I appreciate that, man. Really, it's so much fun. It really is. I think they did a good job. I don't know if they'll be able to do it with Diablo 2, where you can play shared screen on console. Dude, if they did, that'd be so cool. I think what's possible and what I'm hoping for is crossplay on Diablo 2. We're definitely going to get more content. I feel confident about that. Blizzard said Reign of the Warlock was their feeler. If the fans didn't care for it, they would leave it at that. If it goes well, then they're interested in more expansions, more content. And I was pretty reserved about it at first. Like, man, I don't want to see Diablo 2 go in the deep end and get too much and lose its identity, you know? But their cautious approach to it, I think Reign of the Warlock's good. I like a lot of these changes, especially like being able to terrorize a full act. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm changing my stance on it, that I would like to see more content in Diablo 2. I think what needs to happen next, in my opinion, is some of the other classes get adjusted just a little bit. Doesn't need to be overkill. I do think it's a good thing they nerfed the Warlock some, because he was completely cracked out. I've been debating if I'm going to play Warlock in the next season, but I'm also wanting to play an Assassin or a Druid or a Bone Necro. It's like, it's hard. There's so many I want to play. Dude, I know. If we can get crossplay on Resurrected, I think it needed it to begin with. Not needed it, but it should have had it. It would help with the lobbies, especially if we continue to get content in Reign of the Warlock, which I'm sure it'll have a different name by the time we get more. But that's going to be its own game. It's still going to be Diablo 2, but if people want to stay back on expansion, Lord of Destruction that is, and you have it on crossplay, it's not going to feel like it's quiet, or as quiet, you know? I don't think there's a lot of expansion games up now, but I think it would help if we had crossplay. This is a nice spot. They gotta take turns on the staircase. Okay, so again, we have low magic find, 70% before I kill Baal. Let's double check. We can't get quest here, that's good. We'll switch over. We get 50 off of Aki, 25 off Rhyme. That'll put us at 145. That's nothing great, but it is better. It does double it. So let's see how it looks. We'll do a few runs swapping over. I'm going to lower his life some. Okay, switched over. Where'd he go? Come on, Baal. Hook it up. Ah. Got some rares and some blues. I don't think it changed it a whole lot. What I might do is throw wealth on here too for another 100. It might be better to have lower magic find on glitch drops. Only one way to find out. Yo, what's up, man? It's going good. It's going really good. I appreciate you for asking. It's Sunday. I'm off work, playing some Diablo 2. I get my daughter this evening. We're going to continue playing the campaign of Diablo 4. I'm going to grill out before we do. So we'll eat good and slay some demons. I'm doing well, man. How you doing? I think I saw +2 to war cries on that scythe. Alright, let's switch over and get our clay golem and sage out. Oh, you're good, man. Hey, you gotta go. You gotta go. I completely understand. Thanks for jumping in. And if any of you guys are playing hardcore again, I'm sharing these drops. I'm playing hardcore seasonal. If anybody needs a Shaco, Ravenclaw, or if you just need gear in general or need help, let me know. Let's go ahead and fly back down to Baal. We got souls. I don't like it. We'll be alright, though. Except for my sage. The nice thing is, going from 2 to 3 as far as the floors, just because you have souls in one floor doesn't mean you're guaranteed to have them in the next. So on this one, it's a bunch of wraiths and succubus. Vipers. And throw that oak sage back out. It does help. Yo, what up, Realm? It's right next to me. It's right next to me. I noticed that's got some attention. Lord asked the same thing. Before he spits his demons out. There it is. How you doing, Realm? Just starting to do brakes on my truck. You're going to be the podcast. Nice, man. You know, my brakes will be coming up soon. We've got a lot of truck folks in here. What kind of truck you got? I'm driving a Ram 1500. I had a red one till last year. I had the red one, I'd say, since 2019. But last year, a deer just jumped out, hit me dead in the middle of the truck, totaled it. So I got a Ram again. I got a black one now. Okay, I was making sure I still got the same setup. No, my Merc. Those Hydras are going to nuke them, or the poison's going to get them. Let's see if we can save them. I don't want to waste a juvie, but we saved him. Alright. He hasn't died on us yet. He almost did there. I wonder if it'd be better if we sat up here. It is for the minions. Oh, they got conviction. You can see it on my clay golem. Yeah, I think this is a better spot. Yes, yes, I want to go see the MK2 movie as soon as it drops. I'm hoping it's good. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, I'm happy with my truck. I'm not trying to chase a newer model, or mine's a 13. I really am. I'm happy with it. Just to be able to maintain it, I'm good. Okay, so just doing one run isn't going to seal the deal, right? So let's try it again. For some reason, I'm feeling like less Magic Find is probably better on glitch drops. But we'll try with more Magic Find again. In fact, let's grab Wealth and throw it in here too. Just so we can make a bigger leap. We'll be going from 70 Magic Find to about 240, 250. Okay. So once his life drops down a little bit more, we'll switch the gear, because I'm going to have pretty bad res with it on. Okay. See how these drops look. Make sure I can't get quest. I mean, that's kind of hard to say. The drops weren't... There wasn't a lot, which Magic Find's not going to affect how many drops come out, just what drops that is available, right? It's nice to get some essence, because I really don't have much from Baal. The rest of it, I don't need it. Put that stone back on, which I know it's kind of a goofy rune word, but it really does help having that clay golem as a tank. For those that aren't familiar with it, I'll show it real quick. It's more considered a mercenary armor, but it does have some good benefits to it. It's got really high faster hit recovery. You get 60%. The runes, they're not too hateful. Mostly mid runes. Shale, Pool, Good defense. And you get even a little bit extra against missile. You get some bonus stats, strength, vitality, energy. All res 15's nice. It's not a lot, but it's okay. And then the selling point for me is the clay golem, which if it didn't have some of these other stats, like all that hit recovery and resistance, I don't know that I'd be using it. It does help. It's just enough to work. It's a level 16 clay golem. Hell yeah, man. Titans are nice. Let's see where we're at. Just making sure since I'm swapping my gear on and off before I go flying around. Yeah, especially since we have souls. Just to be safe. I try to always check left side first. Ooh, saw some conviction. Yeah, we'll breeze by it. Anybody else playing Lord of Hatred, Diablo IV? Or playing Diablo 2? I like chilling up here. Get some meteors ready. The drops are almost never good off Baal's minions. I mean, you can get stuff from them, no doubt. They just don't have a good drop rate. See how fast we can cook them. Oh, it's going to be interesting next season with the Warlock and all his nerfs. When you see people using Hephisto, or, you know, Shank, not many people use Shank, but just using that as an example, you know they really pump their demon mastery. You can't just grab any demon now with Bind Demon. Or, I'm sorry, Bind Demon. That's the skill I meant to say the first time. Popped a Juvie on the Merc. We'll see if he needs one in this next fight. Throw some Frost Novas. He's taking a little damage. Not bad. I do need to change my loot filter. I could have swore I had the gold set down lower. I think I unchecked it recently because I was missing out on some of the low-level unique and set items, and that's the only thing holding me back on my Chronicle. 92% there with uniques, 96% there with set items. And some of this stuff is so dinky, you know? Like Arctic Fur, that's honestly not a hard item to find. That's the set quilted armor. But my loot filter accidentally turned off from being able to see those things. So with that recently fixed, hopefully I get those rewards soon. I'm not too far. I'm going to go low magic find on this one and see how it pops. We'll just go straight for the kill. Yeah, I feel like, you know, I see more with it. Which could just be the RNG, honestly. I'll just grab this to sell it. Oh, yeah. I don't want to create game. Oh, yeah. Well, man, if you've never played Diablo 2, it's a lot. The lingo is very confusing if you haven't played. Even when you do start playing, it's a lot to take in. I think that also applies to Diablo 3 or Diablo 4. There's a lot of acronyms. If you ever play Realm, it's a blast, man. I'd be happy to help you out. I'm trying to get as many folks as I can to play hardcore without pressure, you know. If I can get someone to play hardcore with me, that's awesome. But hardcore's not for everyone. Like if someone's like, I really don't like playing hardcore because I don't want to lose everything, you know. It's like, I'm not going to try to twist anyone's arm over it. Like I'm playing Diablo 4 campaign with my daughter right now. We're playing softcore, but once we go through the campaign and I play a little bit solo, I'll be making a hardcore character for sure. I've always preferred hardcore, and it does come with its unfortunate risks, you know, server issues, but it's really not that often. But sometimes that's just enough for people to be like, I don't even want to chance that, you know, which I'm not going to debate them on it, you know, because it's like, it is understandable. Because, yeah, you know, what if they actually did die to a server issue and you talked them into it? Then you got to be like, oh, well, dude, you know, still, it doesn't happen that much. Sorry you lost your character. I don't want to be in that position. I want to see more updates to Diablo 2. I'm seeing some people say take away the stamina bar. I think that's a simple yet good one to debate on. I think it's good to have because really you don't need the stamina bar after a while. It's almost like a forgotten feature. Vitality and natural leveling just takes it away as far as needing it. But at a low level, and playing hardcore, that's what I'm more so thinking of. Like when you run out of stamina and you got like Treehead Woodfist chasing you, or some of those Lancers like in the Cold Plains, you feel that like, dude, you know? So I think it's kind of good to have a stamina early on in the game. Late game, I think it already solves itself. It's fine. But I get why people don't want it to be a feature too. It has its mechanics too. If you walk on Diablo 2, your defense works. If you run, your defense doesn't work. So if you're teleporting around and you're set to walk like this, it doesn't help that I have Decrify on me, but yeah, if you're walking like this, you still have your defense. Once you start running, you lose it. Oh, we lost the clay golem. That's okay. Oh, they're starting to get up here. It's like Night of the Living Dead. The zombies are starting to pour in. At least the collection got crossplay, and it does. Oh, Legacy Collection is it running pretty well? Like against other players on different consoles. Got one dude in the corner here. There we go. Just ID and stuff while I wait for him to run in. I think he's better with low MF. Let's try it again. Sapping my mana. Almost there. Is that the clone? No, it wasn't. Okay. Alright, that looks a little better. The drops are definitely better glitch than not glitch. Actually, I'll keep that to sell it. That's more what I like to see, is some sets and uniques. Or circlets if they're rare. It's a nice, relaxing Sunday, man. I hope you're all doing good. It ran pretty well with Switch, and you're playing on PlayStation, right, Realm? And for those watching on replay, once this turns into a VOD, let me know what you think versus low magic find and high magic find on glitch drops. I've seen that a few times this season. Flanged mace where you can cast frozen orbs. There's some cool, unique items on here. Especially when you can cast dire wolves or spirit wolves, like Crescent Moon. Okay, we got our Oak Sage, we got our Golem. Merc's good. Ooh, we got souls down here. Let's try to navigate this carefully. By carefully, I mean going as fast as I can. My faster hit recovery, that is a nice thing about Stone. It gives you so much hit recovery, and so does Spirit. My hit recovery is at 139%. There's only one more breakpoint to go, but with how high this is, it's literally 1 frame for reaction when hit. So if I did get hit by a string of lightning, several hits, I'm still good to break out and teleport away. And just saying that right there, Realm, I can see how not being a Diablo 2 player, how that sounded like, what the hell is he talking about? Because even people that do play Diablo 2 that start out, it takes a while to understand what the breakpoints are, what the mechanics mean, like faster hit recovery. Like, faster hit recovery is when you get hit by a monster. Your character does an animation. Monsters, too. You know, they kind of fling back. It stuns you for a second. But if you get faster hit recovery, you get out of it quicker. So the more hit recovery, the better. That way you can react. Without hit recovery, you'll go into a full animation of being hurt and not being able to move for a moment, where monsters will hit you multiple times, and then you really can't get out because you're stuck. You're constantly going into that stun animation. Have it on Switch. Not as good as PC, but definitely playable. Oh, you know what I didn't notice about Switch D2 until recently? I didn't know the games were limited to 4 people a lobby. That's what I saw in the Discord anyway. I need to check it out. I think the graphics are a little different too. And I don't know if that's different from Switch 1 and Switch 2 for Resurrected. Or Reign of the Warlock, I should say. Either one. Got a hot and ready down there for the monsters. There we go. They won't last long. Let's keep that going. Get it kind of close to the step too, as they try to crawl up here. As long as Clay Golem can get his hit in too, it's nice to slow him down. Also, guys, if you can let me know if the music or the sound of the game is too loud, please do let me know and I'll adjust it. Let's go ahead and static him down. Let's see what he drops us this time. As far as the colors, doesn't look bad. We got some rares, a set, a unique. Not anything we need, but gloves are always worth checking. You can get some nice IAS gloves with some skills on it. Some leech. Haven't seen a Serpent Lord in a while. Shields are just fun to check. That's a classic habit I have from playing D2 Classic. If you play Classic, you don't have rune words. You don't have exceptional or, excuse me, elite uniques. Just the regular uniques. So rare items are definitely worth checking, especially shields for paladins. One thing I do wish they would change in Classic Diablo 2, actually let me throw my Clay Golem out here real quick, is the stash size. I know they're preserving it to be completely classic, like Classic D2 before Lord of Destruction, but the stash size is one thing that would be a quality of life improvement. I get it, but still, so many people have asked for an increased stash size in Classic that I think most everyone wants it, so you don't have to make mule characters. And they have an incredibly small stash. I used to play more Classic than Expansion. But once Terror Zones came out, the game really started to open up more. I really didn't care to do Baal runs as my main way of leveling back in the day. I was like, well, I like how items work in Classic. I prefer doing CS runs with other players because it's more of like a team dynamic. You got your sorceress to teleport and help kill, but they really can't kill everything. Paladin's really good for your kill speed. Barbarians can help too, but they're also vital for battle orders. And then Zons and Necros, they're like your DPS. They can also help clear. Especially a Necro dropping Corpse Explosion. But every class is unique in their own way that really helps in Classic. There's no Enigma, no rune words. Which can feel limiting at times, but it makes rares feel that much more fun and rewarding to find. Same here. Same here. Yes. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Even if it's a unique that I already know what it is, I've identified it 1,000 times, I still like to identify it. There's satisfaction there. Very few items I'll skip completely, like set items, some of them. Ice and Heart's Breastplate, I've seen that so many times. Enough to where I can tell you every time you identify it, it has 108 defense. It's like, I'm done with Ice and Hearts. I still might identify the shield. But yeah, unique items, I can't help it. It's still satisfying. That's a good thing. Taking some hits. We lost our Clay Golem. We're not too bad on rejuvenation potions. I thought I needed more. This is such a good spot to take down the minions. I was thinking also if you're like a Zeal Paladin, just to knock them out one by one so your hits aren't spreading out. It keeps the other ones at bay. Okay, let's pull this up here real quick. For background music, I really do like the low fight beats, like Tristram. Let's throw something a little different on here though. 1 second. I won't run it too long, I promise, but there we go. Get some golden eye in here. It's got chill vibes to it. Come on, Baal, give us something good. Make sure we can't get quest. Saigon's belt. Bone weave boots. Oh, I really butchered that one. Let's see. If it had some resistances, that wouldn't be too hateful. A little more magic fine, though. We'll be able to gamble soon. Get our summons up here. If I do play a warlock in this next ladder coming up, I think I'm going to go Abyss. I'm still debating. It is a new class. It's fun. I'm kind of torn. You know, I kind of want to play another class that, like a Blade Sin. Something I really haven't played. And then I want to try to... The thing is that's holding me back from making a Warlock again is because I want to hit level 99 again. And I already got a 99 Warlock this season. I want to hit 99 with a different class, you know, and see how far I can make it. Because I wasn't trying to climb the ladder. And I was like, actually, I didn't place that bad in the top 600. What if I actually try this time, you know? Whoa, dude, I didn't get my bow. My summons did. I took a couple zaps and lost half my life. I thought about throwing a CTA on her just for swap for convenience. Okay. I don't want to get too superstitious here, but I think if we have some Diablo music, I'm a little more in my zone. Okay, this floor is not bad. Got some ghosts, some Doom Knights. This would be nice if it was terrorized. Worldstone Keep is so nice for runes. When it rolls monsters like this. Got good density. I always go for the mage first when I'm fighting packs like this. They do a good amount of damage and they'll curse you. See how slow he is from the golem? That animation took him forever. It helps. Yeah, I do throw FF7 music in here occasionally, especially my main uploads. The last video I just made where I killed the Cow King 100 times, on some of my Griswold encounters I threw it in there, the FF7 fight music. I love FF7, man. Even as background music in some of my older videos, I would do it too, like Barrett's theme. There's some really good tracks on FF7. Oh, I thought I picked that belt up. Yeah, I want to thank you guys so much again for hanging out. Oh, they're stepping outside of the fire. Yeah, let's pull them down here. Make them walk in it. The fire, each second isn't crazy, but it really does help with how much HP they have. It starts dragging it down, and it makes a difference. See it pulling away. I did see that. Is that the same skin that's already out for Johnny Cage? Dang, already 86 off doing these runs, almost 87. Not even trying to level up my sorceress like that, But even doing practically solo bails helps with experience. Big time. I'm hoping once Christmas time comes around again this year, we'll get the 22 Nights of Terror again. Make sure we can't get quest. Oh, man. I mean, there might be something decent in there, but still just looking at it, I appreciate the kind of rares that we got from this drop. We got rare gloves. That could be good. We got a rare circlet. That could be good. The rest, not so much. I mean, it'd have to roll really well. But let's take a look. They're called rares for a reason. 30 run walk's nice. Lightning res 30, but that's Charcy. The gloves, I like the weakened charges, but the other stats aren't enough to pull it up. We'll grab this Spired Helm here. Let's check it out. At least it's good for gold. Pull chat back up here. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I never pass up on a rare circlet. Coronet or anything like that. Any kind of circlet helm, right? Because you can get the bonus skills, run walk, sometimes cast rate. Do you guys ever pay attention to the weather cycle in Diablo 2? You know, it can go from morning, afternoon, evening. I want to say a full weather cycle in Diablo 2 is about, or I should say a full day and night cycle is about 15 minutes. That's morning, afternoon, and evening. Which evening brings down your light radius a little bit, but I don't think it's enough to make a big impact. Not like when you start the Lost City in Act 2 where it really takes away your light radius. I forgot to throw my Golem and Sage back out there. Come on out, guys. We'll turn this audio down just a little bit and then bring the music up. I like this ambience. Dude, it's been really good. I've had a really good weekend. I thank you for asking, Realm. Lately, it's just in general. I've been in good spirits, man. How was yours? I'm looking at getting into a new house soon, and I'm really excited, man. I had a small lot that I was going to build a house on. And I know this sounds silly, but I saw an article where someone looked at ChatGPT and consulted it for realtor advice over their actual realtor. This was for a house, though, in the article, not their lot. And AI pretty much told them to shoot higher than what the realtor had told them. So I was like, hell, you know, it's still going to be a minute before I build a house on that property. I'll give it a shot. So I contacted my realtor, and I gave him the price, and he's like, that's pretty high. And I was like, I understand that. He said, we can do it, but I recommend this as a high price. I said, I understand. I know I'm shooting high, like high, you know. And then we agreed that, you know, if it sits for a while, then we'll creep the price down, and then I might even just unlist it, right? No exaggeration. Within 2 hours of the listing, I got an offer for the listing price that I had put on there. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. And it's all from that article. They gave me the want to attempt it, you know. Sometimes when things seem a little absurd, if there's going to be a benefit to it, and it's harmless, try it. Like, my realtor could have talked me out of it, you know. He didn't talk me out of it, but he was sharing, like, this is what I recommend. So, that being like a part of my week, I'm really excited. Get a nice, comfy, private place for me and my daughter. I'm gonna grill out this evening, play some more Diablo 4. I'm trying to get through the campaign as fast as I can with it without skipping it. You know, we're enjoying the campaign, but once we're through it, I told her I'm not gonna play the campaign without you. This is gonna be something we experience together. But once we're through it, and I have some more of that time to play alone, then I'll play hardcore on there. And because I really want to test out the end game. And if any of you guys are playing D4, let me know, whether it's hardcore or softcore, since I'll be playing both. We got crossplay, right? I can play with you guys. As far as Diablo 2, don't worry, I'm not going anywhere on D2. I know I'm playing some D4 as well, but that's not taking me away from D2, if that makes sense. Especially when ladder resets. Yeah, no, I definitely get that, Realm. The first house I had purchased, I loved that house. There was a few things, you know, I would have liked to have been different, but its location in the view, there was a bay window, and it looked right over an arboretum, so it was all woods. You know, some mornings I'd wake up and I'd just see deer out there. It was a beautiful little spot. But there's some things the basement wasn't bad, but it wasn't a finished basement. It's like, I do want to upgrade from this. Come on, Baal, give us something good. Oh, we got the unique light belt. All right. Is it snake cord? It's snake cord. Took me a second to remember it. It's such a dinky belt. I think the level requirement could be less. Level 12, still having to run with only 8 slots for potions. For what you get as a benefit, it is nice for the poison res. Like, this would be really good to use against Andariel because of her poison damage. But she uses it so much, you're probably going to stay poisoned. You get a little bit of damage that's poison if you're playing a melee class, but it's one of the first set of unique items, right? Some of them are pretty dinky. Oh wait, a blue wolf helm. I love when they're blue or green. Blue's pretty hard to find. You got to get that chance for Frost Nova or high mana. I've recorded a walkthrough of my first house before I sold it because I had really good memories there. It was a nice little spot. Had some crazy memories there too. A tornado had hit by there. Or actually, it did hit us, but could have been worse. My neighbor had a industrial-sized air conditioner crush their car. Like, if anyone would have been in that car, they would have been done. Let's go to catacombs. But thankfully, having the basement, we were able to go down below. I'll never forget that. I was pouring my daughter a glass of milk, and I wasn't taking tornado advisories as serious then. That was a big learning lesson. I was like, oh, it's a tornado watch. Probably not that big of a deal, Go ahead and continue the evening, watch some movies. And I was pouring her a glass of milk in the kitchen. And I was by the window, and I just heard, it's hard to describe. It sounded like a million twigs just snapping at once, just, and feeling the vibration. I knew what was happening, So I just immediately ran. I grabbed her and ran down into the basement. Pulled some tiles off the roof, banged up the house a little bit, but it didn't destroy the house. I got lucky. 2 houses over, they had a tree go completely through, and it was a brick house. Big tree just smashed down the middle. Thankfully, that family was on vacation. There were some close calls. But tornadoes they're not uncommon in this area. Whoa, vipers and souls. Let's crawl through here for a minute. Pop a healing potion. Go ahead and kite and drop some meteors around. Think we're almost good. There he is. Hey, it's good to see you guys in here, man. You guys ever been through a tornado? No, I hope not literally, but like a tornado being close by, or, it actually hitting where you're at. I've only had it happen once, where it actually hit my house while I was in it. You guys ever seen it form, though? Like driving on a back road, you can start to see that funnel start to come down. It's usually quiet, Sky's a little dark. Cool and creepy at the same time. I always thought if it got too bad, like I'm only going one direction on the road and I can't turn off, I would drive through a field, you know, to get away from it if I had to. Let's pop back up here. It's nice that they come up here mostly one at a time. He's using his Inferno from a distance. I originally didn't plan on taking the Sorceress this far. I was thinking more of Andariel, Glitch Mephisto. I was like, I enjoy doing CS though. So I had her stopped at a rush at Act 4, and I accidentally killed Diablo. And I'm honestly happy with how she's turned out for doing Baal for glitch drops. Yeah, exactly. It's beautiful until it's on your head. Let's see. Yeah, usually don't. Sometimes, you know, you can get notice. Tornado watch, tornado warning. You got time. If you're out and about, though, or if you're just not paying it, you know, if you don't have your phone up or it doesn't make the alert, I think they've gotten better about it around here. Come on, Baal, hook it up. Hey, not bad. We got some essence, which we definitely need that. Battle boots. Some more travs. I forget the MF roll on war travs. Let's check real quick. It's between 30 and 50. So being at 36%, that's pretty low. I don't think I have war travs though, so I can't complain. I want to see how many essence we have now. That puts us at 3. So now I'm tied with my Mephisto essence. I got 3 each. We're definitely good from Andariel, because I did some Andy runs. We got 52. And then Diablo, I got 16. Act 2 or 3. Dude, it's a trip. It's a lot of fun. You'll feel it creep up on you. You know, going into hell mode, you know, to really beat the game, you gotta beat hell mode. We got some space here for him. I don't know that I'll really hold on to these. Again, if anyone's watching this on replay, or if you're watching now and you play hardcore and you want some of these items I'm finding, let me know and I'll throw them your way. Let's jump into the next one. I'm pretty happy with that run. Drops didn't look too bad. And I need all the essence I can get from Baal. Let's see. Skipping forward. There we go. It's a pretty chill Sunday, guys. Thank you for being in here. Oh, jail is terrorized right now. You know, this is one that gets talked up. Jail 1 through 3. For those that don't know, in Diablo 2 endgame, you get a terrorized zone. Actually, you can do it normal in Nightmare 2 once you complete the game, once every half an hour, a location will rotate for half an hour, where the monsters are the highest level they can be for that difficulty. And I've seen some people talk up the jail, but from my experience, I don't really care for it too much. It's nice that there's 3 floors, but I don't think there's much density there. In other words, there's just not a lot of monsters on each floor. When I played my Warlock, and I was getting him to level 99, in Act 1 I preferred Catacombs 1 through 4, the Tower Cellar 1 through 5, the Underground Passage 1 and 2, and then, you know, what I could clear out on the way to Underground through Darkwood. And of course there's other places that are great too, like the Pit. Those are classics. I didn't do much Pit this season. Oh, we got some monsters in this one. I don't want to jump out in the middle because there's a lot of monsters out there, so we'll start from the corner and work our way out. One thing I do like about Diablo 2 over... Well, there's a lot of things I prefer D2 over D4. But one of the big ones is the monsters. In Diablo 4, all the monsters kind of feel the same. You know, you kind of just crush through everything. Where in Diablo 2, there are certain monsters you really have to understand. And they make the way you play differently. I wish they would change that with D4. Maybe they have some. You know, I won't know until I play the end game of Lord of Hatred. But playing through the campaign of it right now, it's still the same. You know, all monsters kind of feel the same. I'm not stressing resistances or what their special attacks are, or what they can do as far as like exploding. I'm still enjoying it. It's just... it is different. I don't think it's as good as far as monsters. I need to be up here dropping meteors. Let me pull chat back up. There we go. Thank you, man. Hey, I appreciate you, Lord. Like I was sharing earlier, it's really cool getting some new folks in here, because it's obviously you guys as well, because it's going to be pretty slim as far as people in here that also know Diablo from Mortal Kombat, you know? And getting new followers each stream, it's been nice. It lets me know I'll be able to get a Diablo base over on live streams too. It's like a soft reset. I'm fortunate for how the regular uploads are going, you know? I love them both, you know? Diablo and Mortal Kombat. I should have been on these steps sooner. This is so nice. How they have to walk up here one at a time. The other guy's just waiting over here patiently. Pick up these rejuvenation potions. I know that clay golem's likely going to die, but hitting Baal's going to slow him down. Come on, Baal. What do we get this time? That scared me for a second. I leveled up. I thought I got the quest. We didn't get the quest. That's good. It's just seeing those alerts, the new stats and new skills, that red box that popped up. The drops weren't good this run. At least I don't think. Let's check the gloves. Yeah, not this run. But hey, we got a level out of it. Let's see if this makes our meteor go to 18k. When I use it, it's 17 to 18. It's still 17 to 18. That Inferno barely creeps it up. Yeah, that's true, man. It's been a good ride. All right, let's pawn these gloves. Lord, if you play Diablo II, I'll try not to too hard, but if I can talk you into playing hardcore, or anyone in here, it's a lot of fun. But you do have to get the game down before jumping into hardcore, because you only get one life. Hey, you too, man. Thank you for popping in again, Lord. And enjoy it. Enjoy it. Have I played Median XL or... Whoa! The lightning blasts. I played Median XL a long time ago. I want to say it was Median XL. I want to play PD2. I've seen a lot of good things about it. And I looked up some gameplay. I've played modded servers in the past, like Komodo. I don't know if you remember Komodo. It's been a while. But they did some changes to the game that wasn't too crazy. Like they made Griswold's drops a lot better. Just small areas they changed the game, but they didn't change it like what I've seen with PD2. And at first I was like, man, going back to those graphics, I love D2, but they've done so good with Resurrected. However, when I watched some gameplay of PD2 and the changes they've made, I'm like, oh, they've literally made new zones. I'm pretty impressed by it, so I want to try it out. What I saw looked like the Tainted Monsters, and I was trying to find this again. I can't find it. If you can help me, man, put me in the right direction. So I saw a gameplay of someone in like an Act 4 area. It looked like the Pandemonium Fortress with some tainted monsters. Need a heal. So yes, I want to check out PD2. I know their new season just started. There's some folks in the Discord that are jumping over there. All right, let's jump up here and get a little safer on the steps. I also saw, I don't know if it was like PD2's version of D-Clone, but he kind of looked like he was in the City of the Damned. And it was kind of like a setting of itself. Like a small island fight. That's a map. Is it... Are maps randomized? Like, do they put in random monsters with random locations? By the way, what's up, man? It's good to see you, Yuladin. want to get that Grand Charm. It's the same monsters, but the layouts can be different in the map. What are the same monsters? Like, do you have maps for each act? It'll be my first time playing PD2. And if it's too much to explain, that's okay. I understand. It's going to be nice to jump on there and experience Diablo 2 in a totally different way. I've got this numerous times this season, this unique man catcher. Oh no, that's how I lost my first Andy helm. I accidentally swapped it on my Merc and threw it off with shift. So I was like, where'd my Andy helm go? Why is my Merc using a rare great helm? I didn't do that. And in that moment there, not just this time, but there's been other moments where I throw an item out for my mercenary. I'm like, how did I do that? It's because I'm holding shift somehow on accident and switching his gear out. We'll keep that just to sell it. Yeah, huge noob move, man. But I'm honestly not that big of a fan of Andy's helm on Mercs. You know, what he has on right now, it's not my favorite, but Vampire Gaze is a classic. I wish we could change the look of it, though. It looks better in classic graphics. 30 different maps? There's 3 tiers of maps and a couple different unique maps. That's nice, man. Are you playing over there, Yuladin? Like, do you play both Reign of the Warlock and PD2? That's nice. I'm assuming they have more builds over there that are more viable. I miss the Boson being good in D2. Whether it was PVM or PvP. You know, I still want to make one for PvP anyway. Because I could still kill some players. I used oh, I got souls. 1 second. I used Giant Skull there for a bit. For the knockback. That was nice. It's the only reason I like having Frost Nova is when my Merc doesn't have his Holy Freeze on yet. I can go ahead and jump the gun and... Not on him. But the monsters that I can freeze. Way more. I bet. It sounds like it has a lot more options. I've changed my stance, too, on how I feel about new content coming to Diablo 2, like retail. I would like to see some more content in general and a change up of monsters. Like, if we could get maps like that, how they're doing it in PD2, just when I saw it, it changed the way I thought about it. Like, that's actually, it looks really cool. It looked like the Pandemonium Fortress layout, but with, you know, I guess you could find those kind of monsters in the outer steps, but seeing them on that layout, I've never seen that before. Like, that's actually pretty cool. So I would like to pop over there and play it and get a fresh perspective of it. Because I think Diablo 2 retail is going to get more updates as well. I think Reign of the Warlock did really well. I hope we get crossplay too. If you play it, you might not go back to regular D2. Hey, if it's that fun, that's good, right? How's the population over there? I like to play online with people. But I've seen so many good things about it, I feel like that probably won't be an issue. I'm very curious how everything works over there. Like, if they have a classic D2 where it ends at Act 4, or if it's just one version of the game. Did they revamp some of the mercenaries? Like, I could go on, you know, I really am curious. They got Fana starting to mow down my merc. He's eating some rejuvenation potions. I had to take down Lister because he had Fana. Okay. Let's get the rejuvenation potions we can down here, which I think was just one. And let's stock up in town real quick. Grab some out of the stash, because I did go through a few on him. Dang. More than I wanted to, but... Whoops. Depends on the time of day, but at the moment there's 6,000 people online. They're doing something right. That's a lot of people to jump on a mod server. Is it all in one... Do you get what I'm saying? Like, is it just one mode? You play hardcore, softcore, or is it divided to where you can play a classic version and like an X-Pack version? Okay, just making sure. Yeah, the Horizon set's not too hard to find. I found all of its pieces numerous times this season. Got Apocalypse charges. I don't need it though. Or Huwainan's. Got Huwainan's bill right here. I'm always hoping to find like a nice rare with some sockets in it. It's tough though. Like one that's blue or even red. I know a lot of people are against transmog, but the more I think about it, even if it's just changing the color of it, everyone looks kind of similar with rune words and Shakos. Unless you're playing an element build. And then you got Griffins, Flickering Eye, Nightwing. Or the Druid. Jalal's main. But there's a lot of Shakos out there. That green... I almost said peasant crown. The green cap look. I'm like, I'm burnt out on it, man. In Vampire Gaze, I love the item, and I think it looks cool in the inventory. But taking the horns away from the helmet, I much prefer it better in the classic version of the game as far as appearance. Okay, before we start zipping here. There we go. I always take a breath whenever it's like Fana, Might. Okay, not too bad. I really like when Clay Golem gets that hit in. Slow him down. Let's get these meteors ready like a hot and ready pizza, and then jump up here on the steps. Oh, we were off a little bit. That's okay, though. Let me pull chat back up here. Oh, there's an Act 4 mercenary? Oh, what's up, dude? You know, I upgraded a Gheed's charm. I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm about 20 runs in. I haven't got a whole lot. I've seen some good looking drops, you know, where you get some sets or uniques, rares. Nothing crazy though. Let me kill this real quick. I did have a 25 Gheeds and I got to a 35, so I'm pretty happy with that. The drops aren't looking bad though. What's the Act 4 Merc look like? And do you think they'll... Oh, this is good for rejuvenation potions. Do you think retail is going to be inspired by it? I would say some of those questions in the survey were probably inspired by PD2. Which, from the way some of those maps look, I can see why. I'd like to try it out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hardcore. Hardcore. I always play hardcore. If I do play softcore, I'm playing it for duel games or to help someone. I would like to make another character for dueling. I want to make a Bozon. I used to have one, but since Resurrected, I haven't made another PvP Bozon. Oh, they kind of spawned on the steps. Hey, I love watching your shorts, man. How do I say your name right? Is it... Hang on. I don't want to get nuked. Is it... Do I say How? Is it Howie? I want to make sure I get it right. There we go. Oh, 2 to battle orders. Kind of like Tyrael without wings. Dude, that sounds cool. I'm looking that up after this. And Act 3 mercs aren't... How are they... Did they make the spell damage just really strong, or did they add different skills to the Act 3 merc? I'm fascinated by it. Because I think they really are the worst mercenary in retail. Reign of the Warlock, or Lord of Destruction. And Classic, you can only use them in the same act, right? So, and you can't put gear on them. Come on, give us something good. IK boots. Oh no, altars. Well, let's see if it's an upgrade. 5% more fire res. That's an upgrade. Pop into the next game. How or Howie? How. Okay, I want to make sure I get it right. Hell yeah, man. I enjoy watching your shorts. All games are considered players 5-2 unless you have more than 5. That's wild. I'm switching it back to chat. If it's buggy, man, I completely understand that. That's understandable. I really don't get much issues myself. There was a couple times this season where games dropped on a scary level. when I start to see my character not move or rubber band, I'm like, I'm going to town. Thankfully, that doesn't happen very often in my case. That's why I play hardcore on Battle.net. I'm addicted to hardcore, though. Like, even when the Warlock came out, I couldn't continue playing him on softcore without jumping over to hardcore. It's just, I guess, it's almost to a flaw, you know? I play it so much, I'm like, I feel like I'm not playing it unless I'm playing hardcore. I think that's more of like to each their own, you know? I'm currently playing Diablo IV in the evenings to get through the campaign with my daughter. I'm playing softcore there because she's newer to Diablo, you know? But once we finish the campaign and I play on my own to see what the end game's like over there, I'm definitely going to make a hardcore character there to try it out. Have you played any of Diablo IV, Hal? Or anyone in chat? I'm curious what people's thoughts are on Lord of Hatred. Please don't spoil the story, though, if you've been through it. And I won't spoil it either for those of you that haven't played it or watching it on replay. I did see a character return, but I'm not going to say any names. I'm like, alright, let's see where this goes. But we're enjoying it. Oh. I'm overburdened. I found one of these off the Cow King recently. It looks so cool on a Necromancer. Especially like old school D2, seeing a Necro in the channel holding a giant scythe. Any kind of scythe, really. What'd you think of the Paladin? I haven't played a Pally yet. I'm playing a Warlock, and my daughter's playing a Spiritborn. And it's both of our first time playing those classes. Kind of want to check that out. Dude, no, I completely get that. I get it. Like, I'm playing Diablo 4 on the side right now, but the main squeeze is always going to be Diablo 2. Whoa. You know, if I jump over there, though, and the end game's really fun, I'm going to play it, too. I got to heal myself before my Merc. I'm hoping the end game's good. I know they've added more content in there. I want it to be fun. That way I can juggle both of these games, you know? My downtime not playing Diablo 2, because I feel like this is going to be a lot to teach my daughter. Diablo 4, I think it's more streamlined. The items drop based on your level. Like, the items and the monsters scale with you, right? I think it's a lot easier to teach and get her into it. And she's really enjoying it. So eventually I'd like to make that leap, like also show her Diablo 2 as well. I didn't get into D3. I really didn't care for the aesthetic of it. And I started with vanilla D3 with a lot of hype coming off of Diablo 2 for years, you know? And just having that campaign mode before Reaper of Souls, it felt very different. I was pretty disappointed with D3, but of course I'm not knocking on anyone that enjoys D3. Some people started with D3 and have that connection with it. Diablo 4 I feel like is a big step in the right direction after D3 for being its own game. I wish they would make another Diablo similar to Diablo 2. At this point, though, I don't think they should try to make Diablo 4 like 2, because they appeal to different audiences. Some things... I know I sound conflicted on it. Some things I do think they should make similar. I don't care too much for the monster scaling and item drop scaling. I wish the loot was more like D2 on D4. Then again, I haven't been to endgame yet. So I really kind of have to reserve what I'm saying until I get there and see what it's like now that it's allegedly changed some. The skill tree doesn't seem bad so far. I'm having fun with what's available. That's my alarm. I got time for another run. Let's see. Honestly, just assuming they're going to do the same thing they did with D3. Crap at launch. Decent. That's what I was just saying earlier, that as long as D4 is good, which it's feeling fun right now, this is probably where the game should have been when it launched initially. Because when I got to endgame in Diablo IV Vanilla, dude, I ran it for like a day or two, and I'm like, this is it? I went straight back to D2. I was disappointed. I had fun, like, whoa. Man, I took some hits there. I had fun going through the story. But the end game is where the content starts for modern Diablo games like 3 and 4. Well, I wouldn't say 3's modern anymore, but there's a big difference. Diablo 2, with just normal Nightmare in Hell, it still feels meaningful. The items, the progress. Whereas Diablo 4, it's like the game doesn't start until endgame. I don't like that. I wish the items you could find early on in the game, that you could have that rare chance where it's like, hey, this is going to carry me for a long time. Instead of items consistently upgrading as you level, you know? Constantly your items are getting better and better and better. I don't like scaling loot. It's cool to have that rare chance to have something really nice you can carry later in the game, like Mage Fists. Actually, there's a lot of loot you can in Diablo 2 that you can take into Hell mode. And then, you know, players 1 through 8 is their version of Torment 1 through however many they have now. At least break up the zones, make some scaled and some their own zones. But I'll see how they do whenever I make it to endgame. You've heard good things, that's good. I've seen some people say it's good. People that have played D4 for a while that come back to it. I've seen, like, you know, I give it a 7 or 8 out of 10. Like, it's decent. Nothing mind-blowing or, you know, this changes the game completely. It just sounds like what the game is has gotten better. Which is good. I wonder if the PvP has grown any. That's something that I wanted to get into over there, but it was clunky and there wasn't enough people doing it. When you, if you farm blood shards, because it seemed pretty cool just to run up on somebody on your mount, jump off and start killing them. I think I was playing a sorcerer then, and I'd use Frost Nova and then just be stuck. You start killing them. But the game was fresh then, and I still wasn't seeing many people over there. That's been a while, though. Let's see if Ice Rune Word has a chance of proccing at level 40 Blizzard, or even... I miss Bosons, man. Bosons being good in any way. Do you remember Guided Arrow? Being able to... I know that was... I guess it was considered a bug, but it would consistently pierce the target. In PvP, that was so much fun. Let me get through Baal here real quick. I think his drops have been better with lower MF since I'm glitching them. I say that, and then I get drops like this. Well, the circlet may have something. Not this time. I think the next set I do on him, I did about 20, 22. I'll go for high MF and compare it. Because back in the day, they used to tell you, you want low magic find when doing quest drops. And that's what I'm trying to do here. You know, maybe I should take that Gheed's charm out. That'll cut 35 off. But next time I'll bump it up. I'll go about 200 at least. 250. Realistically, in a ladder season, if you get a jar low, would you ever make an ice or an enigma or grief or something? Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Check it out real quick. I had no plans of making an enigma this season, but I actually did find a jaw and a burr. Dude, I found several high runes this season. I had a really good season. I found a couple Shurs, a couple lows, 2 vexes, a jaw and burr. I was level 98.5 when I found my burr rune. I found that in Stonyfield, just off a regular fallen. I was like, did that really just drop? Crap. What game did I join? Oh no, I joined someone's trade game. They started talking to me and I'm like, what did I join? I was trying to show you my gear real quick. I didn't mean to join someone's trade game. I joined another trade game, dude. I need to read first. You know what? Why don't I just make a game? That way I can show you and people aren't like, hey, this guy wants to trade. I got Enigma, Spirit. I wanted to get away from using Shaco. I got quite a few of them. Most of them are in my Sorceress's personal stash. If you play hardcore this season, man, I'll throw items your way, and especially if you make a character that's hardcore next season. Either way, and that goes out to anyone. If you don't jump on hardcore, I'll hook you up the best I can. Your bro's 5 years older, so hey, me too, man. I played Diablo 1, and I have an older brother that's almost 6 years older, and he purchased Diablo 2 as soon as it came out, and I'm like, yes. And then I played it all the time, and he was like, I don't see the appeal in it. The first one's better. I'm like, that's cool, man. You can have Diablo 1. I'll play 2. Then he didn't really care for Diablo much after that, and I could never get away from it. I love Diablo. Oh, okay. Found a 2020-10 from a oh, nice, dude. I remember you telling me that. I saw your comment. That's really nice. Well, shoot, guys, I gotta go pick up my daughter. We're gonna continue the campaign on Lord of Hatred, and then I do want to make a video just kind of sharing my first impressions of it. I want it to be a good game. That way, it's Diablo 2 to enjoy and Diablo 4. I'll always play Diablo 2, regardless. I don't imagine the end game being better than D2. I'm just going to be honest. But I still want to jump on there and see what it's like. So far, it's fun. It's really, I would say what makes it even more fun is showing it to my daughter. Getting her into the Diablo 2 series, or Diablo series. I feel like Diablo 4 is a better starting point because it's not so much. Everything kind of scales with you. And it's convenient. Being split screen on a PS5, and then I'll make her way over here to where we'll play D2 together. Hopefully we get crossplay on D2 as well. Hey, peace out, man. Thank you so much for jumping in here. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Those of you watching this on replay as well, thank you so much for jumping in here. I appreciate you guys. I know I've got Mortal Kombat players in here, and those of you that are from Mortal Kombat that also enjoy Diablo or interested as well, thank you so much too. I'll eventually revisit Mortal Kombat, but full on Diablo from here. You know, once MK drops another game, I'll look at it. I did make Scotty Combat on its own channel now, but it will be Diablo on this one. Well, guys, have a great Sunday, and I'll catch up with you soon. I'm going to be live more often here on out, and I'm going to call it on this. Oh, wait, Danny, what's up, man? Happy birthday, man. Oh, dude, you're in your 20s. Enjoy it. Brother, you are young. I promise. You're good. I'll shoot you a message. You're good, man. You're good. Happy belated, or happy birthday. Is it today? If it's today, man, happy birthday. Guys, I'm going to pop out. I'm going to go grab my daughter and grill out for a bit, and then try to get through the D4 campaign. I'd say we're about 8 to 10 hours in. I think we still have a little bit left.